I arrive at 7 exactly and step inside without stopping. Wearing a gray sweater, black jeans, running shoes, no jacket, no watch, nothing adjusted on the way in. I walk straight to the host stand. Emily stands behind it, facing her screen, shoulders set, hands near the keyboard, eyes fixed forward. I stop at the marked distance and wait. The presence before me completes its exchange quickly. Menus close. A receipt folds. A chair slides back once. The space clears in less than 30 seconds. I move forward. Emily pauses. One beat longer than before. Name. I give it. Marcus Reed. Fingers move. Stop. Delete. Move again. Eyes drop briefly. Then return to the screen. No reservation. I confirm this afternoon. Silence holds. Fingers hover. Then rest. Are you sure? I nod once. The screen is checked again. A menu lifts halfway. Then returns to the counter. Maybe the bistro across the street. I stay where I am. The space behind me fills immediately. Another presence steps forward. Attention lifts without delay. Good evening. A name is offered to my side. No repetition needed. Menus appear. The exchange completes in seconds. The figure passes me and moves inward without pause. I remain at the edge of the stand. A server walks by. Slows. Looks once. Turns slightly. A murmur into the radio clipped near his collar. My name reaches me in fragments. Emily returns to the screen. Scrolls. Stops. Nothing. Shorter now. I can wait. A quick exhale. Let me check. Daniel steps into place beside her. Dark jacket. Hands folded. Stance practiced. Can I help you? My name again. The screen remains untouched. We're fully booked tonight. I'll wait at the bar. A smile arrives early. Bar is for guests. I am a guest. A slight tilt of the head. Without a reservation, we can't seat you. I step back and take the chair near the wall. Positioned just outside the main path. 10 minutes pass. Plates move left to right. Glasses set down. Lifted. Replaced. Voices rise briefly. Then lower again. No one addresses me. Another arrival pauses long enough to remove an outer layer. Offers a name. And is guided inward immediately. The sequence is smooth. My phone stays in my pocket. 20 minutes pass. A server pauses near me, waiting for someone. For a table. A single nod. Movement continues. At the bar. Glassware is polished and returned to its place. Card machines appear on tables before dessert is mentioned. Face down. Certain. My table does not exist. My shoulders tighten gradually. Not sudden. Familiar. Daniel returns. We're going to need this chair. I stand. Of course. A gesture toward the entrance. Not pointed directly. I move to the side near the wall. Still visible. No longer centered. Emily does not look up again. Her screen freezes. One tap, then another. No change. She looks to Daniel. Daniel looks toward the dining area. A glass pauses mid-air at a nearby table. Then continues. The movement of the room hesitates for a fraction. Then resumes. Plates keep moving. Voices return to their earlier level. I remain standing where I am. I ask about the process. Voice low and even. Asking how reservations are verified when the list shows nothing. Daniel listens. Emily scrolls again. Further than before. Slower this time. Confirmation number. I give it. Email. Nod. She checks. Stops. Still nothing. Daniel checks his watch. We're still full. Understood. Waiting continues. A server crosses the floor twice without stopping. Another adjusts a chair that does not need adjusting. Water is placed on a table that has not been ordered yet. A receipt is printed. Torn. Folded. And set aside. The sequence repeats. Emily speaks quietly to Daniel without looking at me. Daniel nods once. Emily refreshes the screen. Fingers move. Stop. The time in the corner of the display is checked. The list again? A head nearby turns. Then turns away. You can wait. I am waiting. No response follows. More minutes pass. The bar remains unused by me. The counter is wiped once. Then again. A card machine is lifted from one table and placed on another. My name is not called. My presence is not addressed. I stay where I am. Weight balanced. Hands still. Eyes on the stand. Watching the same steps repeat in the same order. Waiting for the next instruction. While the process continues without explanation and without including me, time continues without announcement. The stand stays active. Names move through the list. Mine does not. Emily scrolls again. Stops. Scrolls back. Still nothing. Daniel shifts his weight once. Then settles. We'll let you know. Inod. I stay. Another presence arrives. Pauses briefly. Then is redirected to the side and brought forward again moments later. The adjustment small and efficient. Right this way. Chairs slide. Menus open. I remain near the wall. 15 minutes pass. A server crosses the floor twice without stopping. Another slows. Checks a table number. Then continues. A glass is refilled without being asked. At the stand, a tablet chirps. Emily taps it. Next. A name is spoken. Not mine. A hand gestures inward. The path opens and closes again. I ask about the process. Voice low, and even asking how walk-ins are handled when the list shows gaps. Daniel answers without looking at me. We follow the list. Which list? He points to the screen. That one? Emily scrolls. No gaps. Check again. She does. Slower. No gaps. A pause. Confirmation number. I give it. Email. Inod. She types. Stops. Deletus. Types again. Still nothing. Daniel glances toward the dining room. We're full. Understood. I wait. 10 more minutes. A server approaches the stand. Any updates? Emily shakes her head once. No. The server leaves. Another tablet chirps. Next. Aname. Menus. Movement. At the bar, a seat opens and is taken before I move. Reserved. Yes. Anod. The stool is filled. My phone remains in my pocket. The chair I gave up stays empty. Daniel notices it and steps aside to let a server pass. Can we use this? He gestures to the empty chair. The server nods and takes it. The space tightens slightly. I shift my weight back to neutral. Emily refreshes the screen again. The time updates. The list does not. Any cancellations? Daniel asks. No. Check the back. Emily taps twice. No. A server returns with water for a nearby table and pauses. Glass hovering briefly before setting it down. The pause ends. The room resumes. I ask for the policy on wait times when confirmations fail to load. Daniel answers. Measured. We wait. For how long? Until something opens. What opens? He does not answer. Another name is called. Not mine. The path opens. Closes. A couple leaves. Chairs slide back. A server moves quickly to reset the table. Menus are placed before I take a step. The table is filled. We had that one. Daniel says. Not to me. I remain where I am. 20 minutes pass. Emily checks the screen again without being prompted. Nothing. Daniel checks his watch. We're still full. Understood. I continue waiting. A server adjusts a candle. Another straightens a napkin. The stand stays active. Next. A name. Not mine. The rhythm holds. I ask again about the process. Keeping my voice low. asking who can authorize a manual ad when the system stalls. Daniel looks at Emily. Emily looks at the screen. Manager approval. She says, "You're the manager." I reply. Daniel nods once. We don't add manually, even with confirmation. Even then, a brief pause. Company policy. The tablet chirps again. Next. A name. Movement. I step half a pace forward, then stop. Emily notices and lifts a hand slightly. Please wait. I wait. The screen freezes. Emily taps it once. Then again. No change. She exhales. Daniel leans in. Refresh. She does. The list reloads. For a moment, the screen holds. A server near the stand slows. Watching. Then the list repopulates. Nothing. Emily says. The server moves on. I remain. Another table pays. A card machine beeps. A receipt prints. The table clears. The space opens. Menus move toward it. I step forward. Daniel steps sideways at the same time. That's reserved. He says. For whom? 7:30. It's past 7:30. They called. When? Earlier. The table fills. The moment passes. I ask to speak with the general manager. Daniel nods. I'll check. He steps away. Emily watches the screen. Time stretches. A glass pauses midair near the stand. Then lowers. Daniel returns alone. They're unavailable. When will they be? Not tonight. Understood. I wait. Another arrival is guided past me with a small hand motion. The list updates again. Next. Not mine. I stay where I am. Posture steady. Eyes on the stand. Listening to the same instructions. Repeat. Watching the same steps complete. As the sequence continues without including my name, time stops stretching and becomes fixed. Daniel returns to the stand and positions himself closer than before. Emily keeps her eyes on the screen. The list advances. My name does not. I step forward once and do not step back. Please wait. I remain where I am. I point to the license number posted near the entrance. The one required by the city. And printed small. I ask for the ownership record attached to it. Daniel hesitates. Emily scrolls without being prompted. The number appears. I repeat it. Emily freezes. The screen holds. A server near the stand slows and stays. Daniel asks for clarification. I ask for the contract reference updated last month. Emily types slower. Stops. Scrolls. A different panel opens. The time updates. A name appears at the top. Mine. The room quiets without going silent. A glass pose midair, then lowers. Daniel looks at the screen. Emily looks at Daniel. The server looks away. I ask for the general manager again. Daniel nods and steps back. He returns with Claire from the kitchen. Apron on. Hands clean. Eyes steady. Claire looks at the screen. Then at me. Then back to the screen. Recognition settles without comment. She asks for the acquisition date. I provide it. She asks for confirmation of the close. I nod. Emily scrolls. The addendum opens. Claire reads. Daniel shifts once and stills. Claire asks who approved the wait protocol for confirmed reservations when the list stalls. Emily looks at Daniel. Daniel looks down. Claire asks for the training log. Emily opens a folder. Dates appear. Gaps remain. Claire asks for the incident review cadence. Emily hesitates. The folder is empty. Claire closes it. The room resumes movement carefully. Water is placed. A chair slides. Claire instructs the kitchen to continue service as normal. It does. Claire instructs that a table be prepared immediately. A server moves. Menus appear. A card machine is placed face down. I sit. Daniel stands near the wall. Claire addresses the stand and resets the wait process. Effective now. Confirmations are honored manually when the system stalls. Names are checked twice. Redirection stops. Emily nods. The printer hums. Claire asks for the radio. Daniel hands it over. Claire requests a report of slow fire instructions by table. The radio answers. Numbers are given. Claire requests a camera review for the last hour. Footage plays silently. The pauses repeat. The sequence is visible. Claire requests the email thread tied to the stand notes. Emily opens it. Subject lines appear. Casual language. A label without context. Claire closes the thread. The room continues. Plates arrive. Timing holds. Service proceeds correctly. Daniel remains standing. Claire asks him to leave the floor. He does. Claire asks Emily to attend retraining after service. Emily nods. Claire returns to the kitchen. Dinner continues. The bill arrives. It is accurate. Paid? The room settles back into rhythm. 3 days pass. Records align. Camera timestamps match. Slow fire instructions are logged. Email language is documented. Promotion records show a ceiling. Corrections are issued. Training is scheduled. A revised escalation rule is posted. Manual ads are authorized with confirmation evidence. Daniel's access is revoked. His name disappears from the schedule. Emily completes mandatory training and remains under review. Claire signs the updated front-of-house protocol. Reports route through her. The stand updates. The list functions. The process holds. On my next visit, the stand checks once and seats immediately. No pause. No redirection. The dishes arrive unchanged. The timing does not. Patterns repeat until corrected. Share when the sequence looks familiar. Black CEO Tales documents the corrections,